Question 8. We need to edit the program again. And this time, we need to allow player 2 to keep entering until they enter animal that is not found in the list or the list is empty, right? Because every time the player 2 enter a correct guess, we need to remove it. And eventually the list will become empty. Okay? So this tells us there are two ways to stop the game. Either player 2 enter animal that is not in the list, or the list becomes empty. When player 2 enters an animal that is not found in the list, the game ends. We need to inform player 2 game is over. Okay? And also we need to display message. What kind of message? First, tell player 2 what is their score. Secondly, we need to show the animals that are still in the list. Okay, make sure we have all the proper input and output messages. Okay, so again, I'll copy this code. Okay, so this is our question 8, right? So this is the code we have for question 7. Now we need to improve this code. Okay? First, we need to allow player 2 to keep entering. So instead of entering once, we need to have a loop. So we need to use a while loop. I can still use while true, then later I'll think about when I need to stop the loop. So while true, I will ask player 2 to enter. So all this, we need to move it to the right. So they are in part of the while loop. So while true, I'll ask player to enter. Okay, if it's in the list, I'll increase the score. I will remove this animal from the list, right? And remember from the question, when will we end the game? Two scenarios. Either player 2 enters an animal that is not found in the list, or the list is empty. Once we remove P2 guess from the list could become empty, right? So we can check here. If length of animal list, if my length now is 0, that means the list is empty already, and we need to end the game. So I will print game over. Okay, let's tell player 2 what is their score. So player 2, your score is score. Right, game over, tell player 2 the score. And because it's game over, so we need to stop this while loop. So let's put a break here. Okay, so this is when the P2 guess is in the list, right? Now for this if, this is when animal list is empty. Else, meaning animal list is not empty yet, then we just continue. There's nothing we need to do, so we don't need to do anything here. Now how about this if? This if is when player 2 made the correct guess, right? Else meaning when player 2 made the incorrect guess, means the guess is not in the list. We also need to stop the game. So we need to do print game over, right? And what else we need to do? So when player 2 enters an animal that is not found in the list, inform player 2 game over, we already did. And we need to output two messages. First message is player 2's score. Second message is the animals that are still in the list. So I'll print player 2, your score is, we put a score, right? We also need to print the animals that are still in the list. These animals are still in the list. Okay, and we just print animal list. And because it's game over, so we need to do a break. When we break, it will stop the while loop. So this is the answer for question 8.